Hello everyone, I'm Shreya and I welcome you back in this machine learning tutorial series. So till now we have covered with most of the algorithms that are there in the machine learning that are basically most of them were supervised learning. So now we are going to start with one of the algorithm which is there in the unsupervised learning. So talking about hierarchical clustering, that is clustering algorithm. So what basically hierarchical clustering is? Hierarchical clustering is another unsupervised machine learning algorithm which is used to group the unlabeled datasets into cluster and also known as hierarchical cluster analysis or HCA. In this algorithm, we develop the hierarchy of the cluster in the form of a tree, and this tree structure is known as the dendrogram. So the meaning that is coming out from here is that we are going to create a tree, and from the data structure we also know that, like, from the data structure, and we can say the different structure of programming concepts, like top down and bottom up. So in making of tree, those two concepts, that is bottom up and top down, may come, because here we are discussing about the formation of the tree. So the formation of tree, like, it can be top down or bottom up. Okay, so that formation, that is tree shaped structure, is called dendrogram in hierarchical clustering. And here we also saw that hierarchical clustering is also known as hierarchical cluster analysis or HCA. This word, that is HCA, will be now used uh, in most of the place, so don't get confused that what is this HCA. So keep it in mind that hierarchical clustering is known as the hierarchical cluster analysis. So now moving forward, how clustering, like hierarchical clustering, is different from k-means clustering. So here a statement is written: sometimes the result of k-means clustering and hierarchical clustering may look similar, but they both differ depending on how they work. That is, the final output of both k-means clustering and hierarchical clustering will be similar, but they both differ depending on how they work. Like, the process of getting the solution will be different for both of them, that is hierarchical clustering and k-means clustering. And another difference is that, as there is no requirement to be predetermine the number of cluster as we did in the k-means algorithm. That is, in hierarchical clustering, we don't need to have the prior, or we can say predetermined value, or we have to assign predetermined value of the k, as we did in the k-means clustering, as you already know. But here in this, we don't need to have the k value prior to the execution. So now we will discuss what are the different two approaches that are there in the hierarchical clustering. So the first one is, as you can see, the first one is agglomerative. That is, first one is agglomerative, second is divisive. So agglomerative is a bottom up approach. What is bottom up approach? Before we go forward, we need to understand this terminology, that is bottom up approach. Suppose we have these structures, like at particular level. These are the some parts of a machine, or we can say, like, taking the example only. Suppose this is components, or we can say structure of a particular machine. After combining these three, we may get what? Whole machine, right? That is, the flow is from bottom to up. So that's why it is called bottom up approach. That is, it is going from bottom to up, right? We can also say that we are getting from specific to generic, because we are specific that this component is used. Okay, but after getting the machine, we are generic, that is, we are generating general terms, general component of general structure for these components, that is these three, that is specific to general. I need to write it. You can, I will not write complete. So you can understand it. It is general and it is what specific. So agglomerative is a bottom-up approach in which the algorithm starts with taking all the data points as a single cluster and merging them until one cluster is left. That is, suppose this is one cluster, this is second cluster, and this is third cluster. After getting these cluster, we need to merge them, and we need to merge it until we get a single cluster. So this is the basic thing about agglomerative, that is bottom up approach. Talking about divisive algorithm is the reverse of the agglomerative algorithm, as it is a top down approach. That is, top down approach will be what, will be totally different. That is, we will have a general term, or we can say we have the machine and we are getting different components of it by like breaking down, or we are by this deconstructing it. So this is what top down approach, that is we are coming down from the top. So this is what generic, and this is what specific. Specific, this is what is specific, you can understand from here. So this is what is specific. So in the top down approach, we come from general to specific. This is the main thing about top down. And talking about like bottom up, so we are going to general from specific. Okay, so this is the difference, and these are the two approaches which are for agglomerative and device in like hierarchical clustering. So that's all in this video. Hope you liked it and enjoyed it. Stay blessed, and thank you.